Well, ladies and gents, Matrix regurgitations, to no one's surprise, has bombed. Spectacularly, it has bombed. And this is, insert Joker meme, you get what you deserve. This is no surprise to anyone. It was absolutely expected. And it is unequivocally what Warner Brothers deserves, because they should never have greenlit this movie. This film had a reported budget of $200 million. You can chuck on roughly, another $100 million for marketing easily. That's easily. Okay? And then you have ticket concession, prices that they have to take their cut. This movie took under $70 million in its opening weekend. It's only going to fall from here. It is not going to make any money. It is a tragic bomb. Lots of people are going to be sat here going, yes, well, HBO Max has done blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Nah. This movie is a critical failure. And a lot of people will point to Dune. Dune's not a critical failure in terms of audience feedback either. It didn't do that much money. But it, is a good film. Critics and audiences alike like the film. Matrix Resurrections, nah. Not a lot of people were interested in it. Well, a lot of people were interested in it. Not a lot of people saw it. And then not a lot of people, critics and sort of fans alike, have sort of rated it that high. Critics, bizarrely, enjoyed it. I don't really understand why, because there was definitely some poking fun at critics here. But here we go. So here is the sort of report, anyway, about this very specifically. So Warner Brothers and Village Roadshow's Matrix Resurrections saw, and this is just for the entirety of the weekend, just as an FYI. And bearing in mind, its opening weekend is from a Wednesday, worldwide, from a Wednesday. So this is done atrociously bad. So it did 4.65 million yesterday. This is a Sunday report, so that's Saturday. And it's plus 72% from Friday. That, okay, sure, that makes sense. For a not so good 12 million 3-day. Okay, so that's not great. And a 22.5 million 5-day. Okay, 5 days, $22.5 million domestic. Awful. And then it only took about 47, I think it was, total from the worldwide gross. Awful. Real bad. Really, really, really bad. And so it continues further, far lower than $40 million, which the studio was expecting over 5 days. They expected that just domestically. So it's done, 50% less than what the studio wanted. And it's only going to go down from here, because word of mouth on this is awful. It is awful. Now they point here and say, well, the blame on HBO Max. Lackluster audience reactions, mainly audience reactions. The word of mouth on this has been so bad. And then they also blame Christmas. No. But then they also say blame everything. So I think they're just, no, it's not good. And they say, so the 3-day on Matrix Resurrections is lower than the 3-day on Warner Brothers Wonder Woman 1984. But they've opened that up for a sequel anyway. So this is a difficult one. Will it still get a sequel? The thing about Matrix Resurrections, right, Matrix Regurgitations, is that this is absolutely a big middle finger to the studio and the fans from Lana Wachowski. So I don't understand why anyone is thinking that there's going to be another movie, because it's very clear, because people are like, oh, you clearly you don't understand the film, my big brain. Shut up. If you understood the film, you would understand the fact that this is clearly a big middle finger to both Warner Brothers and the fans, right? So I don't understand why people are thinking that they're going to want to come out and make more movies. I'm sure maybe they will. Give them a nice big fat paycheck, but it's not going to be good. You're not going to like it. It's going to be more of the same abuse that they're going to be thrusting at Warner Brothers and the fans. But it doesn't look like this is ever going to happen in terms of, people were thinking this is going to spawn another trilogy. That was never mentioned, ever. In fact, the Wachowskis have been pretty adamant across the years that they never wanted to make another movie. And this, again, lines of dialogue to the effect of, in the film, to the effect of, well, they were going to make the film with or without us, so we might as well. And when you have pan shots, I've done so many videos on this now, I'm getting so irate. When you have pan shots of all the Matrix merchandise and there's a big middle finger sat there literally in the film, you know that they're flipping everyone off. Oh, you like this stuff? Yeah? Like, why? When will studios realise that you do have to please fans? You know, why are we getting this? Oh, it's subverting the genre. We're just subverting it. We're subverting the fandom. Oh, stop being gatekeepers. Shut up. Please the people that made you successful, because they'll make you successful again. Why do you want to piss on that legacy? Why do you want to offend those individuals that made you money? What an absolutely ungrateful way to act. And sure, they don't have to be grateful, they don't have to be appreciative, but then they also don't have to get our money. And that is clearly exactly what happened here. You know, with like, again, under 70 million worldwide for 5 days. God, you've got to repeat that. 5 days, under 70 million worldwide. Awful stuff. Now, again, so they say here, you know, it opened over the Christmas weekend. That was Wonder Woman, which actually had 16.7 million at 2.1k theatres. Also a day and date HBO Max release, but in a marketplace where significantly more theatres were closed, including New York City and LA. Yikes! This is the last theatrical day and date Warner Brothers event titles to hit HBO Max. So from here on, there's no excuse that anyone can bring to the table for these. Well, there is. People keep making excuses. Right? Oh, it's COVID. Yeah, okay. Didn't stop Spider-Man, did it? Didn't stop Spider-Man. Oh, it's Christmas. No, Christmas is historically a pretty good time, actually. Loads, like, people want to... No, it's good. Like, family, going out, blah, blah, blah. Again, what? No. So, there's all these arguments that people keep bringing to the table. Nah, complete moot at this point. Completely moot. And you do get people still trying to use... There'll be people now typing furiously in the comments, yeah, but COVID. It's not an excuse. It hasn't stopped Spider-Man, alright? Oh, but you can't compare it to Spider-Man. Of course not. No, they're not both, you know, legacy franchises with worldwide fans and cult heroes. No, definitely not. Cope from these people. So, yeah, here we go. We have this... and this is the interesting thing. This article actually even backs up my point. So they say it's not like fans weren't aware of Matrix Resurrections. The fourth call counted over 600.6 million followers across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Right, so HBO Max grew 4 times over the last year, up to a near 6 million social media universe, next to Warner Brothers Pictures SMU at 57.4 million, with a studio YouTube channel now crossing 10 million subscribers. All of these stats run 2 times over the norm for the genre as far as awareness and reach, says Relish Mix, which noticed excitement for the sequel heading into the weekend, with fans asking on social media what took so long and questions swirling around Neo's return in the original Morpheus. We'll see the Samba TV numbers, which is today, but they've not been released at the time of recording this video. But yeah, nah. It's not going to be particularly great or successful. So the Matrix Regurgitations is a bomb. Studios, you should learn from this. Stop pissing on your fan base. Stop pissing on the legacy. Stop being ungrateful. Because if you don't show gratitude to the individuals that made you successful, the fans, you won't have any fans and you won't have success. And case in point, Matrix Regurgitations is a huge bomb. Not even a small... It is a huge, monumentous flop. Okay? And being kind to it, giving it 300 million it needs to make. Right? That's being very kind. That's being incredibly kind with the budget. 200 million plus 100 million marketing is incredibly kind. Normally people quote double. So they'll just go, well, just double the production budget and then you've got the total. Right, 400 million. That would be the realistic approach. I'm being kind, saying 300 million. It's fucked. It's completely gone. So anyway, let me know what you think down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching from me, Lord Jasper. Thanks so much. Hope you had a great Christmas. Take care.